So I can be tall like Guy. First of all, to the markers, thank you for opening up your home. Is this the most people you've ever had? Is this not the most people you've ever had?
No, it was the night before the wedding for the kids.
Okay. Second most people?
Yes.
All right, good. Is it the first time that Guy has ever listened to a speech while standing in the bathroom? Okay. I'm not going to go further, but I think you are. Are you actually in the bathroom? You are. So many people. That guy is and is Jackie here? I know Jackie and the girls are on their way. I don't know if they're here, but I wanted to make sure I recognize and introduce them when they're coming in a moment. And look, I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for being here. I mean, look at this crowd. I don't know if you're going to stand up here, but if you do, it will look even more impressive from up here because I just, thank you for not only for being here tonight, but thank each and every one of you for what you've done for me personally. I've been able to be your county executive over the last 7 years because of you. We've been able to have the success that we've had together because of each and every one of you. And I know when I talk about our libraries, and I talk about my oldest daughter falling down the steps, it's because of you. So this is Maddie Ulman and Lily Ulman.
I fell.
So, as I was saying, I know that when I'm able to talk about our quality of life, when I'm able to talk about the success we've had in our economic development climate, it is all because of you and the citizens that we are blessed to have in Howard County. So again, thank you. And I want to quote one of those citizens last night because our friend Bessie Bourdonnais, who's here, Bessie's right here, wave your hand. Last night, Bessie was inducted into the Howard County Women's Hall of Fame. And in her speech, she referred to Howard County as the baddest, boldest, greatest county in all of Maryland. And I can tell you by this attendance here today, we have made that point to our Lieutenant Governor as well. We knew that before, but now really knows it even more. And look, I want to just say thanks to each and every one of you. I also want to take just a brief moment. I know we're all standing, but I do want to take a brief moment for us to pause. I know many of us were very good friends with someone who we lost earlier this week, and that is our good friend Carol Chase. She had been battling, and we lost her, but we will all keep her in mind every day, and especially as we go do the work that we're going to do together over the next 109 days to make sure that Democrats continue to be elected in Howard County and throughout the state of Maryland, and make sure that we continue to push forward our shared values in Howard County and in Maryland. So please keep Carol and her family in your thoughts. Lastly, I just want to tell you that we have 109 days till this election. That is nothing. We need your help. That's why you're here. We're preaching to the choir. But I just want you to know that we've got field folks ready to sign you up and put you to work. You saw the signs. We haven't seen signs before, right? In this campaign. We've seen them before, but we've seen them a few times. We've seen them in these color schemes and with the brown Ulman before. But we have been traveling the state, campaigning hard, but now is the time that we need you. We've got an office open in Columbia. You're going to hear from our field folks in a moment. We need you. 4 months, it's nothing. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for everything you've done for me. As I bring up Lieutenant Governor, let me just say this. You know that we have term limits in Howard County. You know that many of you suggested to me that I should consider to serve in public life somehow and continue to give back to our community. And I thought about what that might look like. And Anthony Brown is somebody who I had been friendly with. We've worked together. We've campaigned together. And I've watched him lead on so many tough issues. I've watched his character. I've watched his values. And if you know me, and you all do hopefully, you know that I'm about public service. That's the way my mom and dad raised Doug and I here in Columbia. I gravitate to people who get up every day and try to do the right things and don't back down from tough fights. And I would suggest to you that nobody represents those values more than our Lieutenant Governor, Anthony Brown. This is somebody who, after graduating college, decided to take a commission in the United States Army, being a helicopter pilot overseas to keep us safe. After graduating from Harvard Law School, again, he chose public service, ran for office, got elected, serving in Annapolis for 2 terms. While in office, was asked once again to serve our country and serve a tour of duty in Iraq, where he received the Bronze Star. And then over the last 7+ years as our lieutenant governor, I've watched him lead on so many tough issues, from battling domestic violence to embracing affordable access to health care for more Marylanders, to leading on the DREAM Act, to leading on marriage equality, to helping repeal the death penalty, representing our values every step of the way. And so when he asked me to join him and form the Brown-Ulman team, I jumped at the chance, because I believe he is going to make a great governor of the great state of Maryland. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Brown.
Wow, this is impressive. What a sight. Everyone, you know what I want you to do right now? Is literally, I want you to kind of, do a 360 in place. No, but seriously, look around, look at who's in this room, right? And look at first of all, the sheer number. We could have got right to the point and asked Mary Dave, this is the largest political event you've had in your house. I'm assuming the wedding wasn't, well, sometimes politics around a wedding, but look at the diversity. In each and every one of you, and this is why Ken and I are excited, inspired, and motivated to do what we do each and every day, because we cherish the diversity that is Maryland. We recognize that it is that diversity that is our greatest strength. There's more that unites us than divides us. We move better, and we make a better Maryland when we build on that diversity. And this is reflected in this room right here. And I'm so excited. And I want to thank Mary and David for opening up your lovely home. A round of applause. Thank you very much. Ken and I have had the humbling experience of being in living rooms across the state. We've had a number of house parties. I'm already losing count. We've had quite a few. Last year we did a lot of fundraisers in living rooms just like this. And in a conversation with Marylanders just like you, who are excited about the greatness that is Maryland, but like us, recognize that Maryland can be better and will be better when we build on those successes for a better Maryland for more Marylanders. And I can't tell you how grateful I am to Howard County. All right. For producing and sending our way Ken Ulman and his wonderful family, Jackie, Maddie, and Lillian. Thank you very much. And it's my wife Carmen and I are really excited. It feels more than a ticket and a team. It feels more like a family. We have appreciated our time as we've come to know each other and grow together, and we're really excited about it. We're really excited about it. Ken has been an extraordinary leader. You know what you all have done with Ken under his leadership, supporting him, promoting him, pushing him, inspiring him, working with you to achieve the things that you've done in Howard County. Maryland's got the best schools in the nation, propelled by the best schools right here in Howard County. Maryland, we've got the strongest economy among the Mid-Atlantic states when you look at the jobs recovered since the Great Recession, creating jobs at a rate faster than the national average. It's a strong economy with workhorses in cyber and life sciences, in hospitality, in life sciences. And a lot of that is fueled and powered right here in Howard County. You have the strongest local regional economy in the state of Maryland. Congratulations. We appreciate it. It doesn't happen by accident. It's a partnership, public sector, private sector, and you have, in a public sector leader, your county executive, an extraordinary leader. So Ken, you've done a fabulous job. I'm excited about the idea that with help that I see in this room, we're going to make a reality that Ken Ulman is going to be not only the next, but going down as the greatest lieutenant governor in the history of the And finally, and some of you, how many were at the office opening? So you already got this expression of gratitude. Thank you, Howard County, for term limits on your county executive. Look, I'm going to be brief. Maryland's a great state. I think about things like we've been recognized as #1 in the country for creating opportunities for women. Maryland ranks #1.
Yeah.
The U.S. Chamber of Commerce ranks Maryland #1. Our economy, right? U.S. Chamber of Commerce, not a bastion of liberal thinking, okay? Ranks our economy #1 for innovation and entrepreneurship. And that's a big statement. The quality of our workforce, the quality of industry that's in Maryland, the quality of education. Speaking of education, Education Week magazine ranked our schools, Maryland, #1 5 years in a row. In fact, a little secret, little tongue-in-cheek secret here, they got tired of ranking us #1 so many years in a row that this year they actually did away with the rankings. You know, some other highlights of the greatness that is Maryland. This year, we moved more people from welfare to work ever in the history of this state. I don't stand here taking credit for that. I sat down with a business owner in Maryland. It's got 1,200 employees in Maryland, 9,500 around the state. This morning we had a conversation, and he was talking to me about his commitment working with organizations like the Center for Urban Families in Baltimore City, taking folks who are really hard to employ for a number of reasons, but they've got a commitment, they do have a skill, and it's companies like that that say, we're making a commitment to these folks to make sure that we can get them jobs, okay? Maybe they spend a little bit of time incarcerated, otherwise hard to find a job. Maybe their skill level is low and need to do some upskill. The private sector is really jumping in there and helping that. We're making a lot of progress in Maryland. We have driven down infant mortality and narrowed the gap between black and white infant mortality to levels that we have never seen before in this state. We're making progress. This is a great state. But Ken and I are running because we believe it can be better. It's not enough to say we've got the best in the nation public schools unless every child, whether you're educated here in Howard, in Baltimore City, or in Bethesda, Chevy Chase, has access to a world-class education. And that's why Ken and I have made education the #1 issue in the Brown administration. We've got a plan for pre-K education. We've got a plan for career technology education, new school construction. We've got a plan to reduce the achievement gap in education. So where do you find those plans? Go to AnthonyBrown.com. You can go to KenUlman.com, and I think you're going to splash over to AnthonyBrown.com. But you do, okay. And pretty soon we got to change it to the, but someone already owns that URL, BrownUlman.com. A married couple.
BrownUlman2014.com is ours.
Is that it? Brown 2014. But really, check it out. We've got, this is a campaign of substance. We've got already 10 policy proposals on building a competitive business, a more competitive business climate in Maryland. We've got a policy statement, our environmental vision. This is a campaign about ideas. But fundamentally, Ken and I believe that we need to build a better Maryland for Marylanders. Every kid with access to world-class education. We've got great health institutions in the state of Maryland delivering quality health care. But we still have the case in Maryland that a little African-American girl is 2.5 times more likely to die before her first birthday than a little white girl. That's unacceptable anywhere in this country, and it's certainly unacceptable here in Maryland. That's why we're running. Because just like the greatness that I see in this room, we expect that every Marylander can enjoy the greatness that is Maryland. So 4 years ago, we said we're moving forward, not back. Right? We moved forward. We passed some strong gun safety laws. We repealed the death penalty. We passed marriage equality. We did a lot of things moving forward. Okay, only one of a few states that have a AAA bond rating. Today, we're talking about more, not less. Are you with us?
Yeah.
More, not less. We're gonna extend affordable college to more, not less. Safer communities in more, not less. Right? Affordable, quality health care to more, not less. And that's what we're about, because we want more and not less Marylanders that enjoy the greatness that is Maryland. So what we need you to do, I saw you doing it when you were coming in, you're signing up for all sorts of stuff. Ken mentioned 109 days. 109 days to go. This is a campaign. And campaigns are fueled by the volunteers that roll up their sleeves each and every day. I know we had a huge canvas on a Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago. I met some young people coming in. They're doing phone banks every other day. We're running phone banks. We're doing canvassing. We're putting up yard signs all across the state, and we need each and every one of you to help us. You know, many of you know I spent some time in the Army. 30 years ago, I got a commission, active duty, and then I spent 25 years in the reserves, one of which